These are the brand new 2024 BMW 5 Series. I'm going to give you guys the first look at the brand new i5 M60 and the 530i. In this video, we're going to focus in on the i5, give you guys a detailed walk around. If you guys are interested in the 530, just click this link right here and we'll check out the 530i. All right, guys, we're going to start off on the outside of the brand new i5. The first thing that I find that catches my attention is these headlights. These are the shadow line headlights, and the halo has no longer been like a circle for a while. And now instead of being along the bottom, it's literally like straight up with a little cook on the side, a little nook there. So completely different on the 5 Series. Some of them, like the 3 Series, is like an actual like curved arrow. Some of them are along the bottom. The new X1 is kind of along the top and the side. Now this one is like almost literally vertical with barely any curve there. So that's an interesting note. We have this whole new redesigned front bumper, a much larger kidney grille, and this kidney grille is also illuminated. You can see the illumination lines coming along the top there. I'm gonna see if I can go on the inside and get the grille to light up. So I went through the settings, and in order for the kidney grille to illuminate, you actually have to log in with your driver profile first in order to have that system engaged. You have this nice M logo in it with like a solid backing. The electric cars don't need as much air. You have this big square here. I believe the radar sensing cruise control is behind that. And the front camera looks a little odd because they pushed it off to the side, where all the other cars, they would have it like right here in the kidney grille, where now it's pushed over to the side. And honestly, that just looks a little funky. It's uneven placement, which is a little bit interesting. Down below, we have the air vents that will actively open up and close depending on how much air it needs. And overall, I mean, I'm actually quite liking the front design on this i5. Coming around to the side of the i5, we can see we have the black side skirt along the bottom, which is a similar trend that BMW is doing with a lot of cars. It started with the 2 Series, and now we have it on the 5 Series as well, so that's interesting. We also have the flush door handles that you'll find on the 2 Series, and the X1 has made its way over to the 5 Series. The mirror caps have more of a edgy square hexagon design on it compared to before, and a little bit of the M wing here, kind of the most simple M wing that I've seen on any other M model. We got some Michelin, was it Proxy 3 tires on here, 20-inch wheels in the fronts, 245/40 R20s with the blue M Sport brakes. Certainly an interesting pattern to these wheels. You can see it has these little bit of add-ins, plastic add-ins for the aerodynamics. Come around to the back wheels. Looks like 275/35/20, so that's staggered setup. And then I love how at the Hofmeister kink, they imprint the 5 here. Similar to what they have on the iX, the 5 Series is now getting that imprint, and the Hofmeister kink is outside of the door. Come around to the all-new rear-designed tail end of the vehicle. One thing that I find interesting is you have the i5 logo on the left, and now the M60 logo, the M is more pronounced and is higher up than the 60 is, which is a theme on the 530 as well. These new redesigned, even thinner tail lights. And what I find interesting is the reverse lights aren't actually up here. The reverse light is down here in the middle of the rear diffuser. And I gotta say, the rear diffuser looks quite good with no tailpipes, looks pretty aggressive. Taking a look, we also have a rear spoiler that's done in black, so that'd be part of the M Sport Pro package that BMW offers. And then the trunk is pretty filled up on this one, and I don't know if this spare tire is just here because it's a pre-production car, or if that's something that's going to be coming in the production cars. If you guys do want to see the actual trunk space, check out my 530i video that's on my channel, and you can guys see the full trunk space. It is a powered tailgate. Click that button and it's gonna lower down. It also has the next generation for BMW's antennas with the flat top. And this one has the small sunroof and not the full panoramic sunroof that comes across the whole top. Now we're gonna work our way inside the vehicle. We're gonna start in the back seats. So this is BMW's two-tone interior. I believe this is the white ivory with the Atlas gray, and I actually like this. I like this two-tone of the gray coming up along the sides, where a majority of it is white. Let's examine the door panel first. So we have privacy covers that connect in and they go up. We have privacy covers at the back. I like this. It's got a redesigned door handle. You won't find this door handle on any other BMW at the moment. So this 5 Series has a unique door handle only for this chassis. Looks like we have the Harman Kardon sound system on the inside. I like how the leather is splitting up the 2 tones on the door. And then coming in, the back seats are perforated. There's gray stitching up along the top as well. I like this perforation. It looks quite nice. As I sit inside, we have gray on the back of the seats. We have the travel adapters, and it looks like we have a little bit of ambient lighting on the back of the seat with 1 USB-C charger. Coming down into the center console area, this is kind of funny. This is like, it's like angled and pitched, like it's a little bit of a ramp, which is kind of interesting. And the air vents come up, 2 USB-C ports, and then the rear heated seats are there as well with a little bit of extra storage down below for something. Overall, I like the back seat. It's very spacious with my legs. I have plenty of room. I'm about 5'11" and a half. I have plenty of headroom here, so spacing in the back seat is what you expected of a 5 seat. It's a bit more of that executive sedan, and I think they've done a fantastic job with this car on that size. From the back seat, we can take a look into the front. We have this interactive bar. We have the curved display screen for iDrive 8. I love the M steering wheel with that red stripe is really pronounced and that flat bottom. And then the center console area here is very similar to what we see in the 7 Series and the iX. Let's hop into the front seat and take a look. So coming into the front seat, we have the interactive bar that goes along the door panel here. So you have your seat settings, unlock, Harman Kardon sound system, all of your window switches, and that door handle as well as your trunk release. I like the cloth texture here, but the leather upper and lower. And I like this lower speaker system down here. Moving in, we have the same aluminum sport pedals that you'll find on every other BMW basically. And then we do have different seat controls, got like a little bit of a white going through them. Haven't seen that on any other BMW. But interesting to note, even on a top of the line 5 Series, this is still a manual adjustment for these seats. Now these seats are ventilated, perforated, I like that. And I like these Atlas gray tones that are coming in the headrest, carry down along the side, come down through the center. I like these seats. I'm really loving this interior on the 5 Series. Now sitting in the driver's cockpit, it's a little bit interesting. The interactive light bar comes over here for your lights. If you're playing around with the vents and you want to open the vents or close the vents, you have to click this over here and it'll electronically activate it to open and close the vents. But to move the vent around, then you go to down here, and this is the dial of controlling the direction of the vent. It looks like you have the glass interaction bar and a little bit of wood trim on the surface right here. Coming over into this leather wrapped M Sport steering wheel, red at the top, tri-color stitching, 1 toggle for boost, cruise control, and then I like the M, and I love this kind of cutouts here with the tri-color and the flat bottoms, a really nice look, and then all of your infotainment system. You can see the LED lights built in. Now we have iDrive 8.5, so 8.5 looks a little bit different. We have all the buttons down along the side here instead of being up along the side over here compared to just normal 8. And then our climate control menu looks a little bit different. As you can see, here's what the looks like of where the air is flowing to and everything like that. I did make a video if you guys want to dive into the iDrive 8.5 a little bit. The maps, wow, the maps look like a nice update there to the map system, but the main menu, it looks like on 8.5 is showing the car in the background. Wonder if you can adjust that. Doesn't seem like it. And I've seen on the X5 that it was showing all of the map. Oh, actually looks like over here there's a tab and you can see what that main menu changes to. I didn't know you could do this. Over here, we're in the live vehicle. It could be music, so you can pick which is your number 1 choice. I kind of like the live vehicle there. Pick your number 1 choice and have that set. Actually, it looks like this car doesn't have the ventilation. It must have been the 530 that I was in with the seat ventilation. In order to get that, you just click this little button right there. But I don't want to get too depth in with the iDrive system. Let's take a look at the rest of the car. Looks like we have black trim here. The interactive bar is cool, but why is it like separate pieces? In the 7 Series, it continues on one piece, and I think that looks a little bit better than breaking up, dropping down here, and then going back up along this side. If they just put this bar up along the whole top, I think that would have been a much better look. And then in here as well for the vents, Vents right here, and then the same thing over on that far side. Now below the infotainment system, you have 2 wireless device charging trays, which I think could be a good upgrade, or maybe only the left side is a charging tray. I'm not quite sure. I only see one symbol here, not on both, but I like how there's phone holder trays, 2 cup holders, and then our transmission toggle with the parking brake and automatic brake hold, iDrive controller, volume control, all of that in the center here for your infotainment system. This is the key fob that you get with the i5, and then when you open it up, there's a center console right here. What's up? No USB-C port like most other BMWs have, but we do have 2 USB-C ports by the cup holders here, so it's not really necessary. And then pretty much one of the last things is the glove box. See the space there and that little button to open it up. Coming up to the top, we got universal garage door opener. We've got a little bit of ambient lighting. We've got the sunroof control, interior camera, very large SOS button. And then it looks like this one just has the standard sunroof. And it is interesting because the cover is like this far out, but the sunroof does end here. So this cover doesn't go any farther back. And on every other BMW, usually the cover tucks in tight. So that's an interesting design there. We also have the rear privacy cover back there where I can click this button and it will drop down or come back up. Now, before I end the video, I'm just going to start up the iCar so you can see the steering wheel moves in position. We can customize the gauge cluster with this layout right here. Doesn't seem to be anything different from what we've seen before on the other models with the iDrive 8 system. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the new 5 Series. I love the interior on this. Now, actually, the very last thing I want to show you guys is just popping the hood of seeing what is underneath the hood on the i5. That's what I thought it was going to be. Just a very large plastic cover hiding everything. Looks like there is a little bit of an M badge there. If we pull it up, that's what the electric drivetrain looks like on the i5. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys appreciate this walk around on the brand new i5. If you guys did, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that if you're in the Toronto marketplace, please come visit Parkview BMW if you're looking to purchase a BMW. I'll leave an email down at the bottom below that you guys can reach out to. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video.